Did you enjoy our little visit earlier? Me, Nina, and Maxie. All here to pay our respects. We easily could have gone down a dark path. You know, like the Three Witches of Macbeth. Not that you ever struck me as a Shakespeare buff, but I think you know what I mean. Instead of going dark, the three of us formed kind of a sisterhood, united by our love for you, Nathan. We made a pact to always have each other's backs. And I'm gonna need that now that the Dark Prince appears to be on the rise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone else was here.
Speak of the devil.
The memories Franco received were from Drew's life before he came here to Port Charles.
So if Dr. Kirk was right, and Franco was hearing Peter's voice because of a memory transfer, that means that Drew and Peter knew each other years ago and Drew was still in the military.
If that's true, why didn't Peter ever say anything?
Peter didn't want us to know. Obviously, he's been lying to us.
I should talk to Nina about putting in a pop-up gift shop for those making the pilgrimage here, looking to find a piece of Nathan's goodness to take with them. What do you think? Is it too commercial?
Maybe a bit too tacky. And that's not why I'm here.
So tell me, Peter, why are you at our brother's grave?
Why do you always jump to the worst conclusions?
Oh, believe me, Peter, lying to us is not the worst possible conclusion.
Oh, I tell you, the picture of Peter that is coming into focus is not very flattering.
We need to plot this out and see where it leads.
I almost don't want to.
Okay, for the purpose of this hypothetical, Franco is hearing Peter's voice because Drew and Peter crossed paths while Drew was still in the military.
Right. Drew disappeared from his post when he was stationed in Afghanistan.
Okay, how long between Drew's abduction and the memory transfer? Maybe he and Peter interacted then.
Which means that Peter played more than just a minor role in all the crimes that were committed.
You didn't hear from Helena Cassadine because she's dead.
I know, but it was her voice on the phone, Valentin. I know it. She threatened to expose that I'm the one that abducted Drew in Afghanistan. Okay.
Valentine, what aren't you telling me?
I came here to tell Nathan that I'm going to do right by Maxie and James. That I'm going to be a good husband and father.
As good as Nathan?
Maxie loves me.
Doesn't answer my question. Will you be as good as Nathan? Because if you ask me, I'd say it's not possible.
Whatever did or didn't happen after Drew Kane was abducted, it was a full 5 years before Peter came to Port Charles. And he may be downplaying his involvement, but which one of us hasn't glossed over some unfortunate event or two?
Okay.
Besides, this all hinges on the theory of Dr. Kirk, and it's not like we can interview a dead man.
You know, that brings me to my other concern. How or why did Dr. Kirk get Obrecht transferred from Steinmauer to his less secure facility in Geneva? And why are her whereabouts suddenly classified?
Above your pay grade. Must be humbling.
If Obrecht's not on duty, she's going to be coming for Peter, so you need to go talk to him. For God's sake, try to prove what I'm beginning to suspect is wrong.
Peter, you're nothing like Nathan. You're more like our daddy dearest. What's the saying, brother? Something about an apple in a tree.
I am not our father. There's good in me from my mother.
Well, maybe Anna didn't save you quite as much as you seem to think. Because you're a hell of a lot closer to our father than you are to her. Or Nathan.